We gonna get into this one. Check this one out. You said, do I
Hi.
want to have any more kids? If it's not with the mother of my daughter, nah, I don't. If it's with the mother of my daughter, for sure, bro. But me and her mother recently just split, bro. I ain't gonna get too deep and shit like that. We literally recently just split, bro. Last month, like July. So this shit fresh, bro. I'm hurt behind that shit, but you know, that's why I ain't released no videos at all the whole month, bro. The whole month of July. That's my birthday month. So that just, you know, that. But like I said, if it ain't with the mother of my daughter, I'm good. I guess I'll just have one kid on this earth. It sucks to because I do want more, but I don't want to have multiple baby moms, bro. Like that's not how I want that to be. So if I do have any more kids, it's gonna be word. But like I said, I ain't gonna get too deep in that because, like I said, that shit fresh, bro. I'm still fucked up about this shit, but you know, let's get into this video though.
Good morning. I'm so sorry. I'm super embarrassed. Yeah. Hi, puppy.
Let me get.
This man is 74-year-old John Arthur Getrew, an elderly homeowner in Hayward, California. What he doesn't know is that he's speaking with an undercover officer.
See, I might have actually seen her too. I might have actually seen my girl. She was in a couple of my videos on my channel. That we got a vlog channel together and shit too. And yeah.
On a decades-old secret, and things are about to take an unexpected turn.
I was turning around in your driveway and I accidentally hit your car.
Which one?
The one parked in the driveway.
What the hell?
Do you want to maybe take a look
got?
to see if we should exchange insurance information?
Take a peek.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. So embarrassing.
Why does it sound fake? Like a draw.
It is. She undercover. You hear?
I was about to say, yeah, because it sounds like
undercover.
a draw. It don't sound like authentic. It don't sound real. That's crazy.
You
Share something. Yeah. Go ahead. Can't be on your back.
Yeah, I knew it. It sounded like
draw them out.
All right. Watch this. We'll talk to you in a minute. Anybody else in the house? No, my wife's at work.
Deputies give John a routine pat-down before he's led to the front seat
bro
of a
thought he was
police
scot-free because it been 45 years. Thought you was scot-free.
The dogs.
Yeah.
Crazy thing about that is there's
Though he
no
hasn't been
statute
told why he's been
on-
arrested.
on
John
M's.
applauds the deputies for the ruse.
Good line for coming out of the house. Get that guy out of the house.
Months earlier, cold case investigators in Santa Clara County reopened a murder case that had remained unsolved for 45 years. DNA from the crime scene was compared to a public database, allowing investigators to trace a family tree and identify John, a husband, father, and former Boy Scout leader, as the primary suspect. Investigators bring him in for questioning, hoping to uncover the truth. Is this devoted husband and father simply the wrong man? Or has his carefully lived life been a cover for something far more sinister? The following is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before.
So I'm Sergeant Cortez, okay? I'll let you know what's going on and why you're here today,
Yeah,
okay?
I'd like to know.
Yeah, absolutely, of course. Before I let you know what's going on, I just want to get your personal information. Just confirm your name. Your full name is John Arthur
Getrew.
Getrew?
Getreu.
Okay. Were you ever in the military?
No.
No. Have you ever been arrested in the past?
No.
John shares basic information about his past and childhood, revealing that he was born in Newark, Ohio, and spent the early years of his life moving frequently due to his father's long military career. He spent a significant part of his teen years in West Germany, where his family lived on a U.S. military base.
Now, you mentioned that you had never been arrested. And I found out something happened in Germany.
Okay.
Can you tell me about
I
that?
was arrested in Germany.
Okay.
You got locked up in Germany, bro? What the hell was he on out there?
What happened with that? Can you tell me about that?
I was accused of murder.
The
Okay.
revelation is especially jarring, given that he's here today on accusations of his involvement in a completely
crazy.
separate murder.
Tell me about What happened? What was the accusation against you?
I killed a chaplain's, or not a chaplain, yeah, a chaplain's daughter.
Okay.
And that was all I knew.
Okay. Do you remember what happened?
No.
With this young female?
No,
No?
I didn't even know her.
The young girl, 15-year-old Margaret Williams, attended a dance at an American youth club one Saturday night in 1963, when John was just 18 years old. The two were said to have met on the street shortly after, where she agreed to let him walk her home.
Oh hell no.
Her body
bro.
was discovered the
See, man, this world is so scary, man.
It is.
And me having a daughter, bro, this shit fucking scares me even more. Like
I'll spaz the fuck out.
I'm already knowing how I'm gonna.
Something happened to my little
next day
one,
on a
spazzing the
baseball
fuck out.
diamond behind the club. She'd been sexually assaulted and strangled.
That's
You didn't
crazy,
know her?
man.
Why did they arrest you? I mean, if
Probably the next day.
A chaplain, that gotta be. I think it's military wise. So a chaplain, he pretty much like
Commander.
the person that's the person that you go see like whenever it's some serious shit going on. Like
Oh,
you gotta go
okay,
before
okay.
the chaplain. Like you gotta. So like something happened in the military. So think about this. That man is a important person. That chaplain, he's an important person. And you did something to his daughter. Of course, they finna find out who did that. They gonna make sure they find out because he holds a lot of, I ain't gonna say power because that's the wrong term, but he's important. He's an important person.
After they found the body, I guess.
okay, how did they tie you to this body? How did they connect you to this body?
Somebody had seen me, walk that direction or walk towards the school, or
Okay,
it was an elementary school.
okay. Did you?
She was in elementary. She was
I mean, I
15
don't know
though.
the details.
She was 15. How that's elementary? That's like
Ain't
a
that high
sophomore.
school?
Yeah, it's a sophomore in high school. What? That's
What
I don't
happened?
know the details either, so
Okay. Did you actually meet this young lady?
that's what they say.
Though John maintains his innocence, he was found guilty at trial for Margaret's murder, ultimately receiving a sentence of 10 years in a German juvenile prison. Because of his age at the time, he was released after serving roughly 2/3 of his sentence. Then he walked free.
And so you spent actually 6 years in prison?
Something
already?
like that.
Wow. And then how? After you were released, what happened?
I just was dropped off at McGuire Air Force Base, and my father picked me up, and that was it.
That was it. You came back to the
Never
United
heard
States.
a word from him.
he was 18 during that time, and she was 15.
Nothing.
Okay.
After returning to the United States, John moved to California, and in 1975 was once again at the center of a serious crime.
And then at some point, there was another accusation against you about a sexual assault from the Palo Alto Police
Yeah,
Department.
Palo Alto Police Department.
Okay.
That's when I was the leader of an Explorer post.
Oh, okay. Can you tell me about what happened there?
Nothing.
Okay.
I
It's
was
just
accused, interviewed, and that was it.
okay. What's this allegation? I gotta ask you.
Yeah.
This allegation that this young girl made against you that you sexually assaulted her. Did that actually happen?
No, not that not that I know of. And if I was arrested for specifically that, and then not even tried, and
This
then
man said
nothing
specifically.
happened, like I told him, nothing happened.
Yeah.
I never saw her again.
Did you end up serving time for that? Do you remember?
No, I didn't. I didn't serve any time that I know of.
Okay.
I can't.
How you don't know that?
Okay.
It was so piddly that
It didn't.
Yeah.
You weren't. Didn't go to trial or anything
No.
like that. Okay.
According to multiple news sources, John was 31 years old when the teenager came forward, claiming he not only assaulted and strangled her, but threatened to kill her if she didn't comply. He received a 6-month sentence, serving just 30 days on weekends after 5 were suspended.
So I want to tell you a little bit about my investigation. Okay. Are you familiar?
So he was 30 years old and she was a teenager.
Whole adult.
Bro,
Oh my.
you feel like, right, bro? Like this man. This guy is.
Let me, bro, let me say some shit, bro. You 31. I'm 29, damn near 30. Nigga, why would any 30-year-old go for fucking minors, bro? Like, it's so many chicks out here your age you can get.
That's what I'm saying. He
But motherfuckers put their eyes on a baby. I'ma say a baby, bro. Still in high school. Still in high school, bro. I don't give a fuck if a 15-year-old is like, oh, you fine, you sexy, where your mom at? I want her to tell me that.
Where mom at? First of all, where your dad at? So
where your dad at? So
hitting on a grown ass man? That's crazy. Yeah, that's
snatch
crazy.
your little ass up, bro. All the youngins at my job, I mean, they 18 now, but still, I tell their ass, hey, get the fuck on, bro. Get out my face, bro. Leave me alone.
Like you said, bro, that's a crime in itself, for real.
Familiar with the with Palo Alto area, Stanford area, the hills in Stanford.
Yeah.
You ever go out there?
I was a scout leader. I traveled all those hills.
What hills? Which hills are you talking?
Well, we were out in the Bay, Half Moon Bay Hills.
Okay.
And I traveled up through there, hiked with the boys.
Did you ever go in the hills, like in the area around Page Mill Road? Page Mill Road, like just west of Stanford?
No.
No, you never went to that area?
No.
Okay. So I'm investigating there's a murder up there in the hills. Would there be any reason that you were ever up in those hills? No?
Tell the truth.
No.
Tell the truth.
Leslie Marie Perloff was a 21-year-old Stanford University graduate working as a law clerk at the North County Law Library in Palo Alto, California in 1973. Her body was found dumped in the Stanford Dish hiking area. A floral scarf was found tightly knotted around her neck and had been used as a ligature to strangle her to death. It was DNA found beneath her fingernails that led them to John, who at the time worked near the Stanford campus.
She must have been scratching the hell out of Buddy.
You ever see this young lady? You know her?
No, who's that?
It's a young lady that an investigation I'm doing, and she was murdered. Do you ever see her at all?
No.
She look familiar?
Leslie's 1972 orange Chevrolet Nova was found parked at the gate of an old quarry near Old Page Mill Road, just east of where her body was found.
Do you remember ever stopping by the side of the road and...
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I forgot to tell you in the beginning, bro. Because I do want to stay consistent with saying stuff like in the beginning of the videos, bro. If y'all want to watch my reaction, please feel free to go to Explore With Us. This the uploader, Explore With Us. Y'all see the damn watermarks and all that, because people tend to be like, you stole this video, da-da-da, or you paused too much. Like, I never stole this video, bro. I'm watching this shit and giving my opinion on it. That's it. I'm not stealing the video, none of that, bro. Like, it ain't no crime. This is not a crime, bro. Not a crime what I'm doing. People
if that's the case, you gotta tell the motherfucking YouTube channel or YouTube page that got this fucking video, cause then you'll say that's considered stealing. Like, they took this shit from.
Cause it ain't their video. Yeah, exactly. It ain't their video.
Get into this vehicle?
No.
It's an orange.
Body cam footage is public information. Anybody could get. Simple as that.
No, sir.
Okay. Do you know the name Leslie Perloff? Leslie Perloff?
No.
No? Okay. She wasn't a girlfriend of yours?
Oh, no.
Okay. I had to ask.
Yeah,
she's
like you said.
Anyway.
Yeah,
that would be about. She'd be about 18 years old, I guess.
Okay.
At Stanford. Yeah, Stanford graduate. Yeah. But that's it. I don't even recognize her.
Curiously, the sergeant hasn't shared with John that Leslie was a Stanford graduate.
What he
told on himself. Told on himself.
Stanford graduate.
Well, just by the way she dresses and all in this area, you know.
Sure.
But, you know, I didn't say graduate either. I said, you know.
What up with you, Brody?
She's a college.
Welcome to the stream.
Oh, okay.
He dumb.
Now this young
lady, he dumb as hell. He just told on himself.
Murdered, like I said. She was strangled?
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever think about doing anything like that?
Nope.
I know that you were accused of a sexual assault, right? Would you ever think about committing a sexual assault?
I have no reason for it.
And I'm going to ask you these tough questions because it's part of the investigation.
Yeah.
When you were younger, did you ever fantasize about sexual assault?
That's crazy.
It's what it sounds like by looking at my record.
Yeah. Or killing a young woman? Okay.
No.
In this investigation, if your DNA was on this young lady, why would you think your DNA was on her?
Haven't the slightest idea.
Were you involved in the murder of this young girl?
Nope.
As the sergeant
This man is
continues to
funny
press
as
for
hell,
answers,
boy.
John inches closer to a major mistake, not yet aware of what he's about to
man
give
said-
away.
You kind of
These people will tell.
DNA on how it's transferred, right?
Yeah.
Not even being,
Well, this can be how it's transferred. I can always just tell.
Okay, tell me about
Yeah,
that.
one is semen.
Okay,
One is from the mouth.
sure.
saliva.
Yeah.
That's the only two that I know of.
Okay.
Now, if there's some that are bodily, other than these two transferred, then it's totally different.
Okay. And you know about technology now?
It's advanced.
Advances in
Technology is getting good.
Yeah. So
They're
there's.
catching them every day.
Yeah. How do you think your DNA would be on a person?
Don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
Especially this person or these two persons.
What two persons?
People.
Well, that you're talking about.
Yeah.
The two young women.
Okay. I showed you a picture of that one young lady.
Yeah. No.
Okay. What's the second young lady?
The one up on the one up on the hill.
Okay.
Yeah. There's two different places you're talking about.
Okay. One of them's up on the hill?
Yeah.
Okay. And then up on what hill? Well, you mentioned the hill.
You mentioned it.
I mentioned the hills.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the other one? Because I don't remember another one.
Well, there's the two girls. It's not both the same place.
Okay. I mentioned one girl up on the hill.
Yeah, they're okay. Wherever she was, wherever the second girl was.
Oh, okay.
While the sergeant doesn't yet know it, another woman was found in the Palo Alto area in 1974, 1 year after Leslie's body was discovered. 21-year-old Janet Taylor was found dumped along Sandhill Road in the same Stanford Dish hiking area. According to news sources, she'd also been assaulted and strangled to death. The serial killer responsible for the deaths of both Leslie and Janet would escape justice for decades, until now.
I think I'm at a point.
Can I say something?
Queso was found guilty for murder. Damn, I gotta react to that, bro. I meant to do a reaction to it, but that's crazy. Queso got booked. His dad told on him. Oh my God. His own pop snitched on him.
Hey,
I'm guilty of that.
Shit. I heard about that shit, bro. When I heard queso, I thought they were talking about the fucking streamer. I was like, nah, no way. And then I actually looked the shit up, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, Younger Days homie.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying. Well, there's a couple things, John. Your DNA's on her.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not trying to find out who did it. What I'm trying to find out is why you did it. And I think you know more than you're telling me.
No, I wish I knew.
With John refusing to admit the truth, another investigator joins in the effort to obtain a confession, and the added pressure will soon tear his lies even further apart.
It's not an accident that your DNA got there. Your DNA and the type of DNA and where it is on the victim, there's no other explanation. You committed this crime. We know you committed this crime. Okay? What we don't know is why. And we're going to give you the opportunity to explain it to us.
You don't have to. I thought about it, and that's all I can think of. No.
Know what?
No, I'm not guilty.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you right now you are.
Okay, fine.
Okay? You had to have known this day was coming.
Yeah, I know that. That's why it took so damn long.
As they push harder for the truth about Leslie, John once again lets slip that she wasn't the only one he left in the hills.
So why her?
I don't even know who she is. If that's the first girl or the one girl that's up on the hill or whatever, you know.
What do you mean the first girl?
Well, he said there's two people. There's two girls. Unless I misunderstood him. They were killed within probably an hour of each other and 2 hours of each other, or a day.
You see how he's telling on himself? Nobody once mentioned how close their deaths were. You said that. You said they were killed within an hour or two of each other. Whatever. Now, it sounded like, hey, you remember this shit, bro. You might be an old ass nigga now, but you remember that your old ass was out here killing shit.
I hope you and Nicole rot in jail. I'm just playing.
I mean, he definitely could. If he admitting to all them, like I said, there's no statute. There's no statute on M's, bro. You going to jail, bro.
Rot in jail.
Right.
Day or
lock that thug up, bro.
Do you remember? How do you remember those details?
Some of the questions he's asked me.
Do you remember seeing any newspaper articles or media about those?
Nobody, but that girl there is not the other one that he showed me.
Right,
if that's the girl there with
that bro think he's still in the 70s.
You know, the other picture, I doubt it.
Why's that?
I mean, look at the body. Mm-hmm. It could be somebody else. I don't think they're the same one.
Is that why you don't recognize her?
No.
Because that's not the girl that you killed?
I'm not questioning. I don't recognize her. I've never seen her.
Do you think it was a different girl that you killed and that's not the one we're showing you?
I didn't kill any girl.
You didn't kill the girl in Germany?
No. Well, that's total different.
Okay, bro.
That's when I was 18 years old or younger.
In a final confrontation, investigators forced John to face the mounting evidence against him.
There's a situation in Germany where a girl ends up dead and you weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a situation here
that was
years later after you came back to the States where a girl ends up dead and you say you weren't there, yet your DNA is there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the chances are of that happening?
I don't know.
What would you do if you were us and you were investigating this case? What would that look like to you?
There's a brick wall.
What do you mean there's a brick wall?
Well, I mean, you found out, you couldn't find out, so.
What do you mean I found out and I couldn't find out?
Oh, nothing. I'm just let it go.
That's because the advanced technology now. They got a lot of cold cases that they reopening and they solving because of the damn, like, what was crazy is, you know, when freaking that, what's it called? The Ancestry test. When they came out with that, it was people like, you know, doing an ancestry test. They were solving cold cases off of that because motherfuckers involuntarily giving their DNA. So the little swab, they were giving their DNA and they were using them shits to catch people. The FBI was using them shits to catch people, bro. So now technology advanced. So anything that these people think, oh man, like for example, 45 years ago, he did this stuff and he thought he was good. He lived 45 years freely after, you know, doing his little shit and nobody caught him. Now, like I said, that DNA, that freaking advanced technology we got, they caught his ass easily, bro. Easily now. It's gonna be a lot of people that's getting caught for shit that they did way back then.
Don't think you off the hook.
Shit, he was low-key was. He was just waiting to die at that point. This nigga,
they were watching his ass though.
You know what's crazy? I know his conscience be eating him alive, bro. Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, but he tried his best to forget about what he did.
He said, shit, over in his city, they just solved the case from the 60s. How they still not found out about Madeline McCain? Yeah, bro. I remember when I first got to the UK scene and a lot of rappers used her name in bars. I'm like, bro, who is this? Mind you, she was like 5 when she, and they still don't know what happened to her. That's crazy.
Well, you understand it's my job not to let things like that go, right?
I have nothing to say about it.
It's got to be quite a burden, John.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to put the questioning from here on, unless I'm represented by somebody in the courts.
What do you mean?
A lawyer.
You'd like a lawyer?
I like a lawyer.
Okay. Thanks, John.
After requesting a lawyer, the interrogation came to an end. But justice quickly caught up with 74-year-old John Arthur Getrew, who was arrested and booked into the Santa Clara County Main Jail with a $10 million bond.
Damn.
In January 2019, DNA from the torn crotch of Janet Taylor's underwear was also determined to be a match for John. In September 2021, a jury found him guilty of...
So, they just decided to say, he's 70, don't give him the death penalty, just make his bond $10 million.
Oh no, he definitely got hit with first degree, so that could be the death penalty. But he already 74. You give him 5 years, 10 years, he's gonna be gone in that time most likely, bro. Like,
damn.
And they say the average person lives to 70 years old, so it's like he already passed that average, lifespan. So he might got him some more years in him, but if they give him, like I said, 5 more, 10, 20, he out of there. But 9 times out of 10, they're gonna just hit him with that life sentence, or give him the death penalty. Shit, one or the other. Hey, at this point, I'm not gonna lie, buddy need to just take this L, because you live. Mind you, you were free for 45 years before this caught up to you. You were chilling for 45 years. And he probably thought he was just going, wait till he died. He was going to be good. Whole time, they were plotting, bro. They opened up them cold cases.
First-degree murder with infliction of great bodily injury in the killing of 21-year-old Janet Taylor. He was sentenced to 7 years to life in prison, finally putting a serial killer who had escaped justice for decades behind bars for good. In January 2023, he pleaded guilty to the murder of Leslie Perloff and received a second life sentence to be served consecutive with the first. According to multiple news sources, John Getrew died of natural causes on September 22, 2023, at the age of 79. His DNA remains in the state database and will continue to be compared against evidence from unsolved murders in the ongoing effort to close more cases. If you'd like...
Yeah, he cooked. He cooked, bro. Because they said they're going to keep running his DNA for more cold cases. That right there is scary. That is scary.
You think he had more bodies out there?
Bro said, dog. So that man going to jail and then to hell, nigga. That's facts, though. That man finna rot for that. That right there. I mean, he could do all the repenting he want, but I just feel like with a past that dark, I don't know, bro. I can't be the person to determine that, because I'm not the Lord. So at the end of the day, all I can speak on is the fact that his crimes that he committed were definitely harsh crimes that he deserved to be locked up behind bars for that. But whatever happened to him in the afterlife, that's up with him and God, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. That's up with him and the big man upstairs, bro. Simple.
But explaining it to him too.
But I'm glad that I'm not even gonna say I'm glad, because I don't. But luckily he was eventually caught. Just simple as that. Even though it was 45 years later, he already lived 45 years and enjoyed his life out here. While these innocent women, well, I can't say they're innocent either, because I don't know them personally, but these women, lives were taken from them and he got to still live and flourish in life. That right there is the most bullshit ever right there. Like how do these women lives get taken and they were assaulted and you get to live your life? So it's good that he got caught eventually. But that definitely sucked. He got to live 45 years with the crimes that he committed, and them women lives were taken. They families hurt and grieving, don't know who did it. They was looking for justice, bro. Now this happened. Their parents probably not even alive anymore. And this man right here, that shit's sad, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy.
Like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files that rarely come.
But that's the end of this one, man. We got one more.